Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
Yes, and today we're going to be making a tulip wreath.
Ooh, these are
Perfect
some of,
for spring.
Yes, these are some of my favorite wreaths to make. I love tulips.
I love them too, and these especially because these look so realistic. So I'm excited about this, and we have got all these beautiful colors. Look at that. So
and now,
pretty.
Welcome everybody, those of you who are joining us live. We are so happy you guys are with us today for Flower Friday. Y'all, please be sure to share this video with your friends. We're making a very easy tulip wreath today. And
right.
Whenever we make these, you guys love them. I mean, let me know in the comments if y'all love tulips, because I do. I just think they're such
a scream spring.
Perfect spring flower.
Yep.
Yes.
They are.
That's right.
And this one is going to be a very simple tulip wreath that anybody can do. You know, if you can get some tulips, and we're going to be using sawgrass, and really that's about it. So, and then of course a ribbon for a bow. But it's going to be simple but beautiful and perfect for spring.
So when you hop on, guys, if you're watching this live, just type live in the comments and let us know where you're watching this video from. If you're watching us on replay, also just type in the comments, you can type replay and where you're watching our video from. We're so glad you guys are with us today for Flower Friday. Hey, Chris and Charlene, we're so glad y'all are here today. Thank you so much for sharing, Charlene. We appreciate that.
Yes, that is very helpful.
It is very helpful for us. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and show you what we are working with today. First, we have a 14-inch grapevine wreath base. You could use any size wreath base that you wanted for this, but I do recommend a grapevine base.
Yes. But yes, anything. And then we've got some sawgrass. You can find this at Hobby Lobby, any number of places, but it's just this little grass that kind of has this little look to it that they call it sawgrass, or that's what I've always called it. And then we've got a bunch of tulips, and we'll link right where you can find these on Amazon because these are amazing. They're kind of a rubbery type material, so they look so realistic. They hold up perfectly.
They're supposed to be like a real touch
tulip,
and they really do. I mean, they look great. We have used these for several years now, and they just are an excellent quality. And they're even great. Like, I've got some in a vase in my house. Like, I love these. And they come in just about every single color
they really do
ever imagine. So we will link those in the comments for y'all. Hey, Marilyn from England. We are so glad you're with us.
So happy you're here.
And Susan and Elizabeth, welcome. Y'all let us know what the weather is like. I'm wearing short sleeves today. It is warm here in Alabama.
Beautiful here today. Yes. Her daughter came, we live next door, so the grandkids run back and forth, and Livy came running over in shorts today. I said, it's not quite short weather yet, but it is warmer.
I did make her change into
I noticed that
jeans just because we'll probably, go out to dinner tonight or whatever, and I knew it was going to get colder.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had on shorts.
Oh, yes, she was excited. And this was literally at 8 o'clock this morning, so it hadn't even warmed up good yet. But she said, I'm not cold. I'm not a bit cold.
She's not. She's kind of hot-natured.
She's hot-natured, yeah.
Well, I'm going to show y'all the ribbon that we're using today.
Love this ribbon. It's one of my favorites.
You guys can see this. It's like a burlap style, and then it has the black Swiss dots on there, and I love that.
So cute.
So we're kind of pulling in this neutral tone with our ribbon, and I always love like black.
Oh,
like
anytime you can use that. Yes, I love any kind of black.
So I am going to go ahead and make our bow. Now I am using a Bow Dabra bow maker for this, and this is just what we call a loopy bow. We're just using 1.5 inch wired ribbon.
Yeah.
And I noticed somebody asked in the comments of one of my bow making videos if we use wired ribbon, and yes, that is pretty important.
Always, unless a rag bow. That's the only time.
That is pretty important that you get wired ribbon, unless you're making something else. But for this kind of bow, you definitely want wired ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 26 gauge floral wire right down into the Bodabra. Now, I actually have two tails for this. I have one cut at about 12 inches, and then I have one at about 20 inches. Let me see. Is that 20 or...
That's...
Yeah, actually, it is about 20
yeah,
inches.
about 20.
All right, so we're going to go a little bit different. This one has two tails, but other than that, it's a standard loopy bow. So I'm going to put my short tail in first, and then I'm going to add in my longer tail, just like that.
So she's putting both of the tails in first.
All right, so now I'm going to add in my ribbon. So I am using a pattern ribbon, and when you're using a Bodabra bow maker, it's very important that you put the pattern side face down. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I've got about an inch over here on my left hand side. I'm going to make about a 5-inch loop there. And because this is a pattern ribbon, you do have to twist. So we're going to make a twist, and then we're going to make another loop. Now y'all know, if you watch me, I do not measure my loops, so I eyeball it, but you can measure if you wanted to. But I just pull them up and make sure they're pretty even. They don't have to be perfect, but I do make sure they're relatively even. So all of my loops are going to be the same size on this. So it's very simple to make. You just use the one before it as, you know, your measuring tool. Just make sure that they're even. You're going to twist. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to have 6 loops on each side. So a total of 12 loops. So y'all let us know what you're working on today.
Yes, we always love to hear what y'all are doing.
And if you are new to us, welcome. We're glad you're here with us.
We sure are. And you will find us here every Friday at 4 o'clock Central Time for Flower Friday.
Let's see. I think that's 6. I was talking and not counting. So
I know. I always hate it when I have to stop and count.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So now I'm done with that. I'm just going to cut this off. Now also, you could make this bow by hand. We do have hand-tied bow tutorials as well. So if you do not have a Bodabra, you can definitely make this one by hand.
Yes, it's very, very simple.
So with the Bodabra, I've got a loop on one over here, and I've got my 2 ends. So you're going to keep a hand right there in the center. We're going to pull it up and put that loop, or put those ends right through that loop. Wiggle it tight, and then take it out of the Bodabra. Just set that to the side. And now I'm going to open up my ends here, flip it around back, and I'm going to twist about 7 or 8 times. You just want to make sure that your wire is really tight so that your loops stay where you want them to. So I twist that, make sure it's really tight in there. Now this is a pretty big little loopy bow. So we've got our 2 ends, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to fluff it. So to do that, you just put your hand in the center and you just pull the loops all the way around, and make sure you've got them all spread out pretty evenly. Now the cool thing about this wreath is we're kind of going to incorporate the bow into the wreath. So we do want these nice big loops here.
Yes, we didn't want the bow sitting right on top, so everything's going to be kind of through the loops.
Yeah. So once you get it fluffed out how you want it,
I would say
we're going to attach it here to the grapevine.
Yeah, right up at the 11.
Okay, I'm going to spread out my 2 short tails. I'm going to kind of have coming diagonally. And then I'm going to attach that right at about 11 o'clock, like she said, on the base. Now I'm going to weave it through the grapevine.
Yeah, these are a little bit wider, so I did too. Sometimes you can put them right around both sides, but if they're too big, we just weave them through.
Yeah. And then just wire it. Make sure it's tight on your base. I'm going to fluff that out, but of course we'll fluff it out later.
Yeah, we'll be fluffing it constantly.
After we get all of our stuff on it, yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and start putting our sawgrass in. And this one, we're still going to green our wreath like we do with any, but this one's going to be just a little bit different because, like she said, everything's going to be incorporated in the bow. So we're going to take our sawgrass, and I'm going to put my first one right up here, kind of coming out of my bow, just like that.
I may have put my bow up a little high, but that's okay.
I
We're
don't
going to
think
go with
so.
it.
I think you're good. Now I'm going to also put one on the inside. Just like that. And I'm going to bring one in between my tails down at the bottom. And I'm going to have this one kind of close to the wreath. So it's not going to come out here yet. It's going to be kind of coming down on the wreath. Now I'm going to put one behind my bow.
And those of you who are just hopping on, welcome. We are making a tulip wreath today.
We are.
This is a very easy wreath that I think anybody could make.
I do too. I think anybody can do that. It's just really about the bow and putting it where you can add everything in the loops. That's why we're using the loopy bow. Okay, so I've got those. Now I'm going to bring it down on this end just a little. I want it to be a little bit longer on the bottom end. So I'm just going to bring one more down just like that. It's already getting pretty, and it's just a greenery, and you could really do this.
Very,
I'm going to put
very
one
pretty
right here in the back. And you see that all I'm doing is I'm working around my bow. Just working around my bow. All right, now I'm going to put one more, and then I'm going to save a couple of them just so that if I need them after I get my tulips on, I can do it then.
Let me tell you guys too. So this pack of tulips that we got are the mixed bundle. So Amazon has an option of one that is mixed.
Yes.
And that is this one.
That's this one that we got. Yes.
White, red, and then a pink color. And so that's what we got. Now they also have single colors. Like I think they have hot pink and purple and plain yellow and white. So you could do that in just a solid color too if you wanted to. Hey Kim, we're so glad you're here with us. Hey Lori.
And I am adding one more just because I felt like I needed one right in this area of my bow. So I'm just adding that. Okay, so now we've got that. I'm gonna save these, and I'm gonna start putting my tulips. And I'm gonna leave the first few long because I'm gonna have these out a little bit. So I'm going to start by having that one right about in there. And then let's do a red one. I'm going to have a red one coming down the bottom. So I'm just going to move my grass over and just have that one right in there.
And we're using our Grace Monroe home glue skillet today. So what we're doing, we're just taking the ends of our tulips here, or our florals, just dipping them right in, get about 1 inch of glue on the end, and then put them right in the base of the wreath.
That's right. And you know, we've already got the shape with our grass. We've already kind of put the grass how we want it and the shape and all of that. So now we're just working the tulips in all of the grass. So I'm going to just bring that one up in here.
It's already looking pretty.
It is.
Brandy, this is the sawgrass greenery from Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know we use it a lot.
We love that, yep.
We do use it a lot.
Yes, we do.
It's like one of the go-to greeneries.
Yes, because it is so versatile. You can use it for so many wreaths and just, all right, I'm going to bring this one kind of up in my bow. Just like that.
Hey Karen, we're glad you're live with us today.
Hey Karen.
We'll definitely keep you in our prayers. So sorry you're struggling, Karen.
Oh, bless your heart, Karen. Praying for you.
Hey, Susan. Happy Flower Friday.
Let's see. I don't want a yellow one there.
Kim asked, what are our favorite colors for spring to decorate with?
Oh, mine, y'all, if you've watched me at all, you know that I love blue. I have a lot of blue in my house, and I love it to add green in with my blue. And but then I also love all the pretty colors, the pinks and all of that. Peach, those colors are all
I like...
pretty. But I do a lot with blue.
I really like blue and yellow. I love blue and yellow for spring.
She always has.
That
you
is
always have loved that. Yeah.
Probably my favorite combination. Yeah. But I also like pink and lime green too.
Yes, I do too.
I love all the spring colors.
I do. You can't go wrong.
And this one, I mean, we're using tulips, of course, so it is definitely a spring wreath, but we are using the red in there, but I love the pop of red.
I do too. I do too.
You know.
Now I've got, you see that I've got kind of my outside laid out almost. Let me put one yellow one in here. I'm going to bring that one just right over in here. And now I want to start putting them through my loops of my bow. And that's one reason that we use the loopy bow for this one. He keeps trying to get him moved. Because we can still insert them into the grapevine and move the loops of the bow around the stems. So that way we know that it's going to hold. Long time ago, when I first started, I would glue stuff to the actual bow, and they just didn't hold very well, and you never knew if they were going to fall out. And so when I started doing it this way, it just made all the difference. So now we're just kind of sprinkling them through the loops of our bow.
And these are neat too because they're very bendable. I love these stems.
Too.
So you can put them in, you kind of leave them long, and then bend them, you know, in whatever direction you want them to go.
You really can. Let's see here. I'm going to put one of the pink ones.
It's turning out pretty already.
It is. I love this.
You could really use as many tulips as you wanted to.
Yes,
I mean, you could use a ton, or you
don't have to.
Yeah, or you don't have to.
That's exactly right. But one of those, if you like the multicolor, one batch of the multicolor ones from Amazon would really be plenty, I think, don't you?
I can't I think so, but I can't remember.
I think there were like,
how many?
Gosh, it seems like they were, I don't know, there were a bunch.
Yeah, I can't
I was trying to remember too. There are a bunch of them, but you can always, what I ended up doing, I actually bought either one or two batches of the multi-colored ones, and then bought some single batches of like the pink and the red and that kind of thing. Let's see here. I'm going to add this. I see that I need one up here at the top. Sorry, I know y'all can hear somebody decided now to drive right here at us.
Drive up. I was wondering who that was.
Yes, is it Reed or yeah, my husband out driving the whatever you call them. We call them the buggy. What do you call them things?
I don't know. It's a side by side.
The side by side, yeah.
I think is what they're supposed to be called.
I call it a buggy. I don't know what it is, but
riding the buggy.
But why he's choosing right now to do it, I don't know.
Right here. It's your shop.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Let's see, Simone. These you can get at Amazon.
Yes,
these are
you
Amazon.
can.
Now, Michael's has some cute tulips. They're a little bit smaller.
Use those. They're smaller. I don't. To me, and they're probably cheaper than these, but there's just something special about these. They just look so real.
Yeah,
I
these
mean,
are
like
the real
I said,
touch.
I've got them in a vase. I've got some of the red and pink in a vase for Valentine's Day, and they just look so pretty.
Now, Walmart did have some similar ones at one time. Yeah, it was. It was at one time.
Oh yeah, so
it
you
was
don't
not
know
this year.
Not this year, yeah.
I have not looked this year, so honestly, I really don't
yes,
know.
I remember those. I loved those too.
They
did have some, but that's been a couple of years ago, so I don't know if they've got them now.
They were
or
the
not.
similar, like the real touch look, but I don't know if they're gonna have those again.
Yeah, I was tickled to see them with those. I wish they would have them again. All right, I got to turn it this way really quickly just to see what I need to do. Just going to pull that grass up just a little bit. I'm going to add one of my leftover grasses.
I love these tulips just kind of sticking out of this bow.
I do
so
too.
cute.
Let's see where I want to put that. Put that right in there because I kind of want that to be in the bow too.
Now we've got tutorials of, you know, the
Several
tulip wreaths,
tulips,
yeah,
yes.
that go all the way around. And if that's something you would like to see, we have some video tutorials on that as well. So check out our YouTube channel or our blog where you can find those, because those are really pretty too.
Yes, they are.
And I'm just filling in here with the
That's
tulips.
all at this point. Really, that's all you need to do. Just kind of fill in.
Just as many as you want to use, basically.
Yeah, I'll go with the red.
You know, if you just wanted, like she said, to use
you
one.
could stop right now and just have more of the grass instead of so many tulips, or you could keep filling it up.
Isn't that pretty?
So pretty. I love that.
Now, one thing about these multicolored, I'm trying to kind of space them out, like color-wise, so I don't have like a whole bunch
that are all
of one color. But
exactly.
it's kind of challenging. That's a little bit of a challenge.
Pull that one down just a little bit. Yes, it is a little hard to get all the colors spaced around. I need some more yellow, so I'll bring that one right in here.
Let's see. I think I'll add another white one.
Yeah.
Down here, because I like a lot of tulips.
I know it. Really fluffing my bow and then messing it up. But that's just part of it.
Let's see. Karen, the grass is sawgrass, and it's from Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
I'll try to remember to put the link when we get done here, but it's one of our favorite greeneries. We use it a lot. And I mean, you can get it from
really
different
versatile.
places.
You can use it for so many designs.
I feel like Hobby Lobby is the best to get that.
I think it is too, really. I've never seen it at Michael's. Now, you will occasionally find some, I've got some here that's got some flowers, actually flowers and grass on it. And then it's got the sawgrass. But with this one, and those are pretty, but with this one, we just wanted just the grass. I'm going to add one more, and then I may call it done.
Actually, yeah.
Because I don't want to overdo this.
I'm giving a little... I just keep adding.
Yeah, I know. I could keep that, and I could do that, honestly. But, let's see, do I have anywhere that...
I like to kind of have some that are a little bit longer and a little bit closer to the wreath. Like,
yes.
You know, a little bit.
Yep, a little further out. I'm going to put one yellow one right up in here, because I want one in between these loops. But see, this, honest to goodness, anybody could do this.
Yeah, it's, I promise, guys, it is.
But if you've had no experience making wreaths, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And now you could use, you know, ficus leaves, or I was trying to think what else. You could use some other kind of grass if you wanted to. Something, hand me that one, Amanda, right there.
Which one?
The little
This one?
Yes. See, you could use something like this if you like that look and you wanted to use this instead of the grasses. You could do that. I like the sawgrass, but you know, if you have a greenery that you like better, you certainly could use that. These are some just some little leaves. This is just the end of a stem, but you could use something just like that if you wanted to, you know, put some kind of just leaves like that through it. So there's all kinds of things you could do if you wanted to with it. But I think I am calling it done. Of course, I may go back and mess with it again. A lot of times I'll do that, but I think right now we're going to just call it done.
Yeah, it's just really very simple to make.
Yes, they really are. And you see, honestly, anybody can do this. I promise, you can do it. Even if you've never made a wreath, you can do this. And now if you don't, you know, if you want to hand tie your bow and you don't want really long tails, you could do more short tails. I've got a couple. You can't really see them. They're hiding in here somewhere. But, you know, you could just do little short tails if you wanted to.
Yeah, or no, I mean,
or no, yeah,
no tails,
or
whatever you
just
wanted.
a bow. That's right.
The thing, and we always, you know, hope to convey to you guys is make it your own.
Exactly.
You know, we can do these all day and give you inspiration, but really it's yours, and you do, you know,
whatever you like.
Whatever
that's
you
what
like.
It's about.
You do you,
yes.
and what you're, you know, what you're a fan of.
Yes.
If you like more greenery, use more greenery. If you don't
Right.
like a bow, leave the bow out. You know, make it your own. And
we just try to give you ideas, and then you can build on those ideas any way that you choose to.
yeah, and we hope that we do inspire you to create things for your own home and your own life, and add a little bit of beauty in your everyday.
That's right, because we know, I mean, I remember the day that I made the first wreath, and you know, I was scared to death. I thought, I am going to ruin. I just bought this stuff and I'm going to ruin it. But I didn't. I kept trying different things until I found something that I was happy with. And, you know, you just have to try.
Hey, and I want to tell y'all, if you do not have one of these silicone mats from Sure Bonder, you need one.
You need one. Oh, my goodness.
Now, our floor.
Awesome. Yeah, the floor looks bad, but
bad,
the mats are great.
Mats are great.
They really are.
That glue just peels right off.
It does.
It's wonderful.
And you told them about our glue skillet.
I did, but if you are just hopping on, this is our Grace Monroe home glue skillet, and that's what we use. We don't typically use a glue gun unless it's like a really small project.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we're going to use our glue skillet.
Exactly.
But look, it's pretty.
And we'll put a link to where you can find that too.
Yes, Susan, I will post a link to the tulips for sure.
Yes.
It's also in our Amazon shop.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of really pretty Amazon florals in there as well.
And I mean, we do not put anything in there that we don't use. So, because I know that there's all kinds of flowers, you know, on Amazon, and I've bought different ones to try because I don't want to recommend something to y'all if it's something I wouldn't use. So I always try them first, and then we put them in the store if we like them.
Yeah. And definitely, you guys try something like this. I promise you, it is so simple to make.
It really is.
You cannot mess it up.
You can't.
I mean, you literally can't mess it up. It's one greenery and tulips.
That's it. And a ribbon.
Yeah,
a bow.
and a ribbon. And you don't even have to use that if you don't want to.
No, and you really don't. You really don't. If you don't want a bow.
I mean, it'd be pretty just with the other. And
yeah, just use extra grass, extra greenery.
Yeah, and like I said, we do have the tutorial showing you just how to just use the tulips all the way around.
Yes.
So I'll try to link that in the comments as well. But yeah, this has been fun and simple. You see, it did not take us that long to make.
These tulips, I cannot tell you. If you want something to go in your home, you know, but you don't want to have to water it, because I'm terrible at remembering to water stuff. These are beautiful in a vase. They really are.
I love the white ones. I think they're so pretty. So I have some of the white ones. Actually, I've got several different kinds, and I wish I see one kind of peeking over here, but it's not.
It's the purple.
It's the purple and white, which it's seen better days because it's over here in my stash.
Yeah.
And then there's hot pink. There's light pink.
There's light pink.
I
there's
wish
red, yellow. I think I remember seeing a peachy color.
Oh yeah, like a coral.
Yeah.
There's all kinds.
There is.
You know,
the purple though is really pretty to me.
And if you didn't want to use the multicolor, you could just use one solid color, because I think they come in like a pack of 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so you could definitely do it with one pack. Y'all know me. I used to.
I know. Yeah.
I can't help it. I like to use it more, but you could definitely get by with less too.
You definitely can. So just whatever you are comfortable doing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
y'all make sure to try this.
Definitely give this a try. And if you've got leftover ones, you can just put them in a vase.
Yeah.
I think that's what we might do.
That's exactly.
You can show them. We put them in that little watering can right there.
Look,
how cute they look.
know, now I would put something. But look at that. How sweet is that? I mean, really. A little watering can.
You can sit it somewhere in here.
Yep. We'll find somewhere to sit that. And it really doesn't need anything else.
So cute.
A can full of tulips.
All right, guys. Well, we thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today for Flower Friday Live. We are live every Friday at 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, so y'all be sure to come and join us next week.
That's right.
Please go to our blog at gracemonroehome.com, where we have tons of DIY tutorials. If you're looking for some inspiration, definitely check that out. This is something we made this week. Is that not cute?
And
it's made out of a mop.
I'm serious. I'll show you. Yes, let's see.
And it's just a little project, a little fun craft. Kids can make this.
It costs you under $3.
An excellent craft for a child.
Mop head and a bunny wreath from Dollar Tree. And look how cute. And then of course I did add the little bow, but very, very simple to make and just fun, and your kids would love to make that. So cute. Or your grandkids.
So we have that blog up that we put up a couple days ago. So y'all go check that out if you have not already. Yeah. Again, super simple, great craft for kids. But we have all kinds of things to keep you busy and inspired on our blog at gracemonroehome.com. So y'all be sure to check that out. And if you're watching us on Facebook, if you guys will just click the follow button so you get notified when we release our videos, when we go live and make posts. And also, please, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you will, click the subscribe button. And the little bell so that you get notified when we are doing things or releasing things. That's right. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I hope you had fun. I sure did. I did too. I love little things like this that make a big impact but don't take a lot of time. I've got some. Yeah, and this is one that you can just whip up really fast. You know, it's a quick wreath to make. It's simple to make. Like I said, anybody can make it. I mean, if you've never made a wreath, if this is your very first time making a wreath, this is the wreath to make. For sure. It is the one to make. People will ooh and ah over it.
and think that you just did something really, really hard, they'll be surprised. So, but
Yeah.
you saw how easy it was.
And these make really great gifts too.
They do.
So just
They
keep
really
that in
do.
mind.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.